Good morning and welcome to A-1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Wednesday, August 14th.
What am I bringing over?
What are you bringing over?
Well,
Now is the time of the day when we try to figure out what we're going to talk about on the live stream.
this is for you, Maria Elena. Okay, so I did want to talk about a couple of things. Number one, I just want to make sure that you guys, if you see this and you want to get this little itty bitty fabric kit for
Is that the
cookie
cookie?
tester. Yeah, this is for October's digital dealer. I should have brought the sample over, but I didn't. And it charges you like $13 of shipping, which I've seen. Like, I shipped this one to Miss Fitzhugh, and it was like $277, and then I just refunded the difference. So, I wish we had like a better way of, like, sometimes I've done it where like I roll the shipping in, but then it taxes them on it. Should I roll it in?
No, because then we're paying taxes on it, and they're paying taxes on it.
So that's why I don't roll shipping in. Shipping's not rolled in. If you want like something like this and you're like, whoa, that's a lot of shipping, just in your notes say first class shipping, and I'll send it first class.
Well, and even if it doesn't say first class shipping, we generally try to do that. Shipping's one of those things where
I know we talk about it all the time.
We talk about it a decent amount of time, but like it is one of those things that when you talk to people in the industry, if they have like good online businesses, like shipping is like that major expense that they really struggle to get right. Like if they do free shipping, they essentially kill their margin. And if they don't do free shipping, or like we've had some folks mention, like some stores do nothing but like priority shipping. I mean, the reality is we just can't afford to do it.
Yeah, and
Like-
so sometimes I look at your orders and I'll go, oh, this isn't for, they don't need this until October. And then I'll send it snail mail. You know, so I do I look at that. I look at like, when's your class? When's this happening? Sometimes I'll roll it. Like I had somebody that said, can you keep it all together? But I needed to send them something for a class. So I'll look at your other orders and see if there's things I can pull from those orders and put into that order. So we do, it's not a mindless thing that we do. I'm looking at everything when I'm shipping your stuff.
That's not totally scalable.
Yes, it's not. It's hard to hire somebody to do that. Because I know like when stuff is coming in, when your classes, what other classes you're taking. Like I know you. My repeat offenders, I know you. So, and I know people that are brand new. I'm like, ooh, who's this? This person's new. Welcome. Welcome to the family. So I did get in these pouches yesterday. So these are the pouches for. I try not to get them all. These are the Canvas Cinch Backpack Blinks. And you know what I look at too? I'm like, how thick is this? Because if I know all the shipping rules. If I am less than 3/4 of an inch, I can send it first class in like a manila envelope. And then it's super, super cheap. But if I am an inch, then it's got to go parcel post. So then I look at this, I'm like, oop, that's going to go parcel. So this would ship for like $3, and this will ship for like $6 if we're talking like Ground Advantage.
And like the reality is like, you know, most of it, like I had somebody reach out that was like, your shipping was more than the kit. And I was like, we refund the difference. Like the algorithm determines the shipping. And then I talked about the fact that we included stabilizer, and I had never really thought about like people that are new to the kits.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I'm going to buy all my kits from you because stabilizer's super expensive and I don't know what to buy.
Yeah.
And then she said she went to her local shop and they sold her all kinds of stabilizer, and then it wasn't even the stabilizer the kit was asking for.
Yes. Yeah. So,
So,
that little
yeah.
chunky white thing there, that's your stabilizer. And everything else that's in here. So these are the bags. This is the project. This is going to be September 13th. We did bump it. I bumped it a week.
These last couple weeks and this week are crazy. It's crazy till like it, and it quite frankly, it's gonna take me
you know
until
what?
like Thursday
I feel
to
like
recover.
we say every
Every
day
week
we
is
get
crazy.
It's crazy. So why do we even say that? It's just crazy here at A1 Vacuum and Sewing all the time.
No, but it's like particularly crazy right now.
No, because then we'll have the launch, and then we'll have this, and then you'll go away, and I'll be some. So, anyways, here are the pouches. These are the blanks. If you want to get the kit, it is going to have all your specialty material, your glitter. It's going to have your stabilizer. It'll have everything that you need. We bumped this to September 13th, so everyone will get it with plenty of time. I've already started shipping all of this out. And you can buy either the full kit, or you can buy just the blank, or you can buy like one of each, right? So you have the kit, and then you know what you're doing, and then you can create your own. So
why wouldn't you just buy the kit though?
Kits are easy. Kits are grab and go. Grab and go, done, ready to create. So that's really, really nice. And then in your shipping, you can always just say, well, you don't have to because we do try to just send it cheap. But you can always just say, send it cheapest or first class mail, okay.
Are the patches already sewn? Or are they open?
Honestly, I'm going to say they're easy to stitch with open side seams because Michelle did this. So I didn't even do it.
So they just have to do a side seam.
Yeah, and that way you can just lay it flat, right? Just lay it flat, stitch it, and up the sides, ready to go. Nice. And then you can do your trick-or-treating, which I love trick-or-treating. And I love trick-or-treating. We don't get trick-or-treaters.
Neighborhood where nobody trick-or-treats anymore. And then one year we had trick-or-treaters, and I can't remember what I gave them. I gave them like the worst thing ever. I was like, "You guys want some apples?" Or we were totally unprepared.
Did we give them money?
What? Yeah.
Maybe
I think we gave them.
We had the cutest little girls moved into the house on the corner. And we were unprepared because there's like...
Well, the entire neighborhood is dark. Like, there are no lights on. Nobody is, like, trick-or-treating. I went out and talked to their parents and was like, you know, you should go down to our old neighborhood is like a crazy party on Halloween.
Yeah, it's like E.T.
People travel there.
Remember the scene from E.T. and like the streets are just filled with kids? That's how that was. It was the best street for the kids to like grow up on. It was so much fun. But this year we should, and we were always the house that gave out. We were the house that gave out the big candy bars. But
sometimes we saw some kids twice. Like, I already saw you.
But we had to stop that because I mean it would be like 300 or 400 kids that would show up. Yeah, it was
we've learned that lesson.
Michelle, I think Michelle has a neighborhood like that too.
We still do it, but it's like about $300 at Costco every Halloween. But it's my holiday, so I get my way.
It's her thing. It's her jam. So okay, I've been stressing about this. Because I've been waiting every day. I rip open the packages like, is it here? So, and I sent a note and I heard back today. If you're waiting for your thread for the upgrade class, it was supposed to be there on the 9th, so I would have gotten it right now. So I'm trying to source someplace else. So don't worry about it. But if you haven't gotten your thread kit, it's because they've been delayed. So I'm delayed, but I'm on top of it. So
she was on the phone at like 7-something.
I'm like, oh my God, where is it? It was supposed to be there the 9th, shipped to me. So anyhow, I'm on top of it, and it might be down to the wire, but then we'll priority it or we'll do whatever. And really, it's the people for the is it this 27th or the 28th? The end of this month. So I'm watching the days and I'm calculating everything. We will get it to you.
So,
but I haven't gotten it yet, and that's why you haven't gotten that thread kit yet. I haven't forgotten. I'm waiting for it.
I do want to talk about the new machine really quickly for 1 second. So launch is next week. So you guys are gonna see it when we see it. Like, I'm actually gonna be there. I hope to do some filming, do some posting, etc. But I was hoping last week to get kind of a confirmation on like an actual date that we are expected to have machines in store so that we could essentially say this is what we're doing for our out-of-town folks. And that didn't happen. And so even yesterday I was like, how about today? Any news? And there really wasn't. So
they're probably sick of us.
No, I don't think they're sick of us. I think
they're probably sick of not knowing.
They're sick of
so
not
they can't
knowing.
Tell us.
They're sick of not knowing. So I think maybe on Sunday morning, you and I'll sit down before I go, and we're just gonna make the call, and we're just gonna schedule it, and that way we can post it next week as to how we're gonna do it with just kind of the best information that we have available. But our delay is, like I always used to say, you can't negotiate for a maybe, or you can't, like, you know, it's hard to make a deal when you don't know what you're talking about. So I just want you to know it's not a mindless delay. I just need concrete information. And even without concrete information, I think it's at a point where, like, I would plan on early October, and we'll sit down and kind of make a plan that regardless of whatever happens is going to be a really good time.
So we're not doing a tech party because we have not. We've nothing
like
to show
what?
you.
Like you could do videos or something like that, but like I think we're gonna do something I want to sit down and talk with Jeannie and kind of plan something fun.
But Patrick will do some live feeding, and not all the dealers are gonna be there. It's only how many?
I can't remember the total number. At one point they said 18, and then they said 30, and it's been nebulous like much of the launch.
Yes. So, I'm excited to see it though. Like, I'm excited to see it in action.
Hands on it. Yeah.
And, yeah. So I can't wait. So you better be live feeding and showing us all the good stuff. Showing us the goods.
So
and not just hanging out with your boyfriends.
I don't have any boyfriends there.
Patrick is the type that makes boyfriends wherever he goes.
I have bros.
He has bros. He's got bros in area codes.
I got bros in different area codes.
I have to reprimand him for being on the phone with his bros.
You know, some people nurture their friendships.
I do after business hours. After. Today, was it yesterday? I had to put my foot down and be like, you are getting this done. And you are doing this on your trip. Usually I don't say anything.
I can't remember what you told me.
I was like, done. You know what I told him?
That's how bad but she was. I don't even remember what it was about.
I forwarded him some emails that you guys have forwarded me. And I was like, in the car, you're calling them. Monday... This is
like the worst drive to call people, by the way, because it's like, hey, how are you? Yeah, everything's great. Are you there? Hello? And then I call you back. Hey, sorry about that. That was totally me. I was driving through an area with, hello? Are you there? So the price of the new machine is... Hello? Like, it's like, no, I am not calling anybody driving across central Nevada.
Oh, you know where he can do it, though? Where are you going to be? Monday, you're going to be at the... No boy time. You're going to go to your hotel room. You're going to make some calls.
I'm, like, booked from, like, 8 in the morning until, like, 8
Are you guys at the Marriott across the parking lot?
Okay, I don't know when he's going to call you.
I don't even remember. I think so.
You are. You can just walk
I don't know, but, okay, when is the land... Oh! I really wanted to get that together this week, but this week is so crazy busy. We couldn't. It was
This week isn't crazier busy than any other week, but it's crazy busy.
Well, no.
It only counts when she says it.
This is the issue. He's leaving. So I have
He's
to.
like, I can't. I gotta do everything.
I hate doing everything. I hate it. So he's not going to be here, which means I need to
Make her own coffee.
Jeannie, please find out where the money is, okay?
Walk the dogs.
Yeah. So I need to, like, a lot of times I'll stay and I'll work late. But I can't because he's not here. So I have to go pick up the dogs and then I have to, like, be home with them. So, anyways, my whole point is lantern pants are going to happen. Hopefully I can squeeze some time in this week, but it might not happen till next week until Patrick comes back. But we are doing lantern pants. And we will be doing some stitching and pumpkins
Maybe
and potions.
Maybe you should make me a pair of lantern pants. What would you think about that?
Patrick has this, like, Return of the Jedi, like...
I don't even know what you're talking about. Really.
You have this, like, Obi-Wan Kenobi, like...
I love that thing. It's a what the hell do they call that? A duster.
He's got a duster, and so I could
like
make
wearing a blanket.
It is.
It's, and as much as she likes to make fun of me about it, if I have it on, then she takes it.
I have never
You took it in San Francisco, and you wore it almost the entire time in San Francisco. And then the last time you sat out by the fire pit, you took it.
I don't believe that.
And you wore it almost the whole time we were out by the fire pit.
Lies! These are not lies. These are fabrications of his imagination. I might have worn it in San Francisco if we were at the concert and I was cold.
We were at the show, and you were cold.
Okay, so that one time.
And you wore it out by the fire.
Lies, because I would have just come in and gotten a blanket. Okay, so that's why I know that's a lie. So, but I could make him. He also bought a pair of harem pants, and it had, like, did you have to send those back because it had the?
I sent them back. I was like, I look like I have 5 full diapers.
It was just not the look for Patrick.
No.
I think I could do that because I'm low to the ground.
No, you'd be dragging on the ground.
Yeah. But I think I could make you a pair of, like, I don't know if that's your style.
It's probably not.
Patrick's more, he's more sporty athletic than boho, droopy diaper.
Drawers?
Yeah, droopy drawer pants.
Droopy drawers.
So, were there any questions?
Nope.
So Paula,
Do
that
those pants
is coming.
sew out to be the size listed?
Oh, yeah. I thought they were really true to size for me. Like, I took off, like, everything's long for me. And I took off 2 inches. Like, I adjusted it 2 inches. And I think I could have left the 2 inches. And it would have been fine. And I did the size extra small. So,
I can't imagine that Gail doesn't have... I mean, Gail, call me. I can tell you what hoops come with the new machine. But I can't imagine you don't already have the hoops.
I think it comes with the 4x4, the 5x7, the biggest hoop, which is going to be the 11 by 18 and a half. And then I'd be guessing. I'd be guessing about the middle ones.
And 3/4 or something.
Do they sew out to be the size listed? Just wondering about the size run. When the machine... Betty, not sure. Patrick, can you get back to Betty on that?
It's ordered, but I have not.
We should check shipping and see if anything.
No, I looked yesterday and it hadn't shipped yet. But they just invoiced me for the machine, which means, like, it's gone to shipping. What's funny is they literally at one point, like, I got the invoice and then I got shipping notification, but the shipping notification came like a day after the machine actually arrived. So I am expecting it this week, but I still haven't seen it yet. But I did get the invoice for it this morning, which means the shipping label's been created. When it gets picked up, I generally get notification.
Okay.
What are you looking for now?
I am looking for, so just so you know, I got to get it fired up. But I got to get my multi-needle fired up. Michelle and I are going to talk about some feet and accessories today that are part of the Brothers sale. So, you know what? I'll talk about. If you need fabric for either the Hummingbird or the Thomas Kincaid, those, I'm going to stitch both of those out. I always stitch out the tiling seams. But this is the Hummingbird one. Is it to die for? And it is Donna Gelsinger. And she's the one that did Starry Night Santa, Santa's Workshop. So you know her stuff is like
super detailed,
beautiful and amazing. And I think these panels are bigger. I think these are, how big are the panels?
12 by 24.
Each one?
Didn't it just say 12 by 24?
No, that's what you cut your...
3. 12 by 24.
That's the size of the batting. That's not the size of the design.
Does that mean the design is bigger?
Oh my God. Just stop. You are driving me crazy right now. Okay, so the design is actually, it's going to be a little bigger than 5 inches and a little bigger by bigger than 7 inches. This must be a small couch. It must be like the end of the couch.
That looks more like 12 by 24, like compared to the couch.
This is going to be 7.5. And this is 5. Okay. So, I ordered...
I'm so confused. Like, you're saying each of these tiles is...
Patrick, the size is right here. Here's the size of the design. And then
so
you...
each panel's 7.5. Gotcha.
So if you need the fabric, I should have it this week. So this is going to be Amanda Murphy's Cotton Shot, and I'll put that up on the website. So I did send out some of these things, and maybe I should have held them for the fabric. But the other one is going to be this one. Is this like the prettiest? This is Thomas Kincaid. So this is the other tiling scene that's out there, and it's Sky Cotton Shop that I ordered for this, so we will have that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think Michelle and I are going to talk about some of the accessory feet, because we wanted to kind of talk to you about some of the feet that are in the Brothers sale in case you weren't familiar with them and why you might want to get them.
And then next week we should talk about the machines I put in there.
Okay.
Like what I told you about the 3550, the fact that it's a 1350 and a 6x7, like that's a buy.
Yeah, so we do have some machines that will talk to you. And if you ordered Quilty Christmas, I'm going to be shipping that to you beginning of next week.
Bye.
So before the release date, because we auto ship, so you're going to be getting that. All right, Michelle, I'm ready for you.
Okay. I'll share, Lauren, if you want some of it. Good morning. Go, that's your chair. Okay, I'll take that one. I'll take this one. Hello. I want to talk about my favorite feet. Not the ones I'm standing on. These. So we need to clear a space here. Just a little one. So if you've been in any of my classes, I usually have this on the supply list for any of them. But it is the bi-level right and left foot. This is not a quilt binding bi-level foot. This is like for sewing, stitching, other things. But I think what it really kind of...
Do we have an open set that we could show them? Are they in the back? I can go grab it.
Yeah, I think so.
Go grab it.
But when you look at top stitching, that you feel like you're comfortable enough sewing in a different color thread, that's what that bi-level foot is for. It gives you, the toe is exactly 1/8 of an inch. So you can kind of put that toe in the guide and it won't let you jump the curb. So your top stitching looks absolutely perfect every single time. So here's another one. where it's in different colors. But it's perfectly spaced top stitching. It's not because I can sew straight. It's because the foot keeps me from doing anything else. And the biggest use for the bi-level is for a strap. So if you've ever experienced when you've done a strap or something that's like a tube and you sew it one side, and then when you get to the bottom, you just flip it around and sew it in the other direction. And as it's coming out the back of your machine, you're noticing that it's twisting. That's because you're sewing and pushing the fabric in two different directions. So with the bi-level foot, you use the left foot one side and the right foot.
Where else I could look?
No. I know there's some back there. Maybe in the old foot drawer where the tools are. Maybe in there. But it's because that way you can just pop the foot off, pop the other one on, and you sew in the same direction on both. The other foot that I use pretty much, so there's 3 feet that sit on top of my machine and they never are in my case. They're always on the top of the machine. The bi-level foot, thank you, Stephanie. The bi-level foot is 1. The other one is the narrow zipper foot from Brother. It's a square. It's got a square on the, yes. So it goes without saying that it works on any Brother baby lock machine. So this one allows you, I mean, you can get so close.
So can we talk about that, the this one again?
Yeah.
So I heard you talking about using it on straps.
Yes.
And then would they also be using this if they're going to do binding?
Yes, you could use it for binding. There's so many uses for it. I think what it is you can actually, you already know you can move your needle. So if you don't want a perfect 1/8, let's say that you want to have one, you can't really do smaller than 1/8 with that, but let's say you want just a little bit bigger. You just move your needle a little bit to the left because the toe is going to sit in the groove. And once it sits in the groove, it can't move anywhere. So I think that's...
And what you have is you have the base of it where you have the one side rides up higher than
Yes.
the other. So it'll ride up,
So the
one
flat
side will
part-
ride next to the edge
Fabric.
of the binding and the other part will ride on top of it.
Yeah.
So it'll be pretty mindless. And you're going to have that really nice big hole
That's
in the
correct,
bottom
Margaret.
of it.
These are all accessory
I'm
feet
sorry,
that
I
would
can't
not...
show it to you because it keeps flipping around. But which is really, really nice.
I should have brought mine. I didn't realize we didn't.
Don't
we
we-
have them.
we-
We do. I have no idea where they went. I haven't
Okay.
seen them for a while.
Okay. And then, but I mean, they're fantastic. There is a right and there is a
So
left.
left.
They're normally $61.99 and they're half off for the Brother sale. So they're like $31, $30.99. So you can't beat that. So I know Michelle's talking about the narrow zipper foot.
Yes, thank you. So that's this guy. It definitely is just flat the whole way. The best thing about this for a zipper, you don't have to take the foot off and switch it to the other side. There's just one side. So all you do is move your needle left and right. So for all of these little bags that I did for the Minky Kim, that's how close. This is how close I could get to the zipper with that foot. Can you see where that stitching is and how close the binding is to the zipper? Because I could get in really close. And then all I had to do was just switch, use my mirror image to put it to the other side.
So let's talk about that and how Michelle's able to get so close. So you're going to see that this edge here is totally flat. And we have, there's the Baby Lock one, which is their narrow zipper foot.
Not
but
the
you're going to
same.
see that this part here, the top part sticks out a little bit.
It
So you
doesn't match.
can't
It
get
wobbles.
quite as fast. And the foot that comes with the Baby Lock and the Brother, the I foot, which is for the zippers, has these really long wings, which are fantastic because that rides on top of the zipper foot, but you can never snug it. You
can't
never
get this
snug
close.
it. Your needle's only going to come out here. It's never going to be able to snug all the way to the edge. And that's why you definitely want to get this foot.
The other 100% reason why you want to get that foot, it's a satin finish. You can use it with leather and vinyl.
Oh, so it's going to be nonstick.
It's nonstick, yeah.
Yeah. So, which is really nice. The brother one, it has Teflon on it, and I didn't realize that this one is satin.
Completely satin finish, yeah.
So this won't stick to your vinyls or any of that
doesn't stick
stuff.
to anything.
Well,
So-
I did not know that. You got to get it. And this one, I think, it's normally,
not expensive. It's
is it
$20.99?
$21.99?
$20.99.
$20.99, and then it'll be 30% off of that. We have some here in the store. A lot of the brother stuff we're ordering this stuff for you. So let me go ahead and put away all of those.
Yeah, so somebody said it looks like a good topic for one of my shorts, but I think if you look under our Technique Tuesdays, I'm pretty sure I've already done a short on both of them because I love these feet. I've loved them since the day they arrived in my life. So I know I've done, excuse me, I know I've done at least a few. Sorry. And if you were talking about when is this bag class, this is not going to be a bag class. This was just one of my things that I made for, for sale with a repurposed, recycled suede jacket. So I have stuff coming up, but that's not going to be one of them.
Were there any other feet that we were going to talk about today? And there doesn't have to be, because guess what? We'll be back tomorrow. And Michelle and I we'll grab a couple of other things.
So what kind of feet? Can I ask that question? What
well,
kind
we
of feet?
have the, if there's something
What do you want to know
specific
about? What
that
do you know?
want to know, we can put that in there, but we'll probably go according to like what we have on the list. I know some of you have emailed me and said, I'm really interested in this foot. It's not on the list. So if there's something that you're interested in that you want to see, just email me and I can get you a price on that too.
Yeah.
But I think we'll just go over that for now.
So NorCal Quilter, it goes without saying that the brother feet fit on baby locks and the baby lock feet fit on brothers. It's the same.
However, there are some of the more like base models that are
The lower-
5
yeah,
millimeter,
instead of-
and these are going to be 7
7
millimeter. So your machine has to be a 7 millimeter opening. You have to have a 7 millimeter stitch for most of these.
I think
not
this
that
one would work. I don't know. I think this one would work on. You can, as long as you can move the needle, you should be okay.
but if it's only 5 millimeters, you might be able to get to the edge of those holes.
We should try it.
I would want to try it. Like
Yeah.
I would, if it says 7 millimeters, I'm not guaranteeing that it's going to work
Yeah.
on your 5 millimeter machine. But some of these might work with those
Yeah.
machines as well. We'll be back tomorrow,
Yeah.
Michelle and I, because Patrick won't be here, so I think it'll be a good time for
Yeah.
us to talk about some of the
Lots
accessories.
of fun with zippers.
All right.
Oh, wait. Oh, here we go. This was another thing that I actually used my left. I think it was a left toe to stitch the binding
When
on
you
these
say
little
left toe?
one of the toe ones.
Oh, so the bi-level foot?
The bi-level foot, yeah,
Okay.
because I could actually snug the toe right up against the edge of the binding here. So the fat part of the foot was on this part of and then the skinny part, the toe was right on the edge there. So that way it doesn't, even on circular, it doesn't jump away.
Yeah.
Which is
So
always
we'll
nice.
have some more samples and some more feet to share with you tomorrow.
But this
how
is like the best though. Look how close you can get.
you want to be able to snug it tight, and it's not just for zippers, but if you're doing piping, you're doing something like that, and you want to
look how
snug
close.
the needle in super close to
You
that
can get
piping.
that because it doesn't have that big butt that the regular one has.
Yeah, and I'm like, make it tight. You don't want it to be sloppy and have your cording moving around in your
Yeah.
piping channel.
You know, so a lot of times it's not necessarily that if you're unhappy with your piping or you're unhappy with, your zippers or you're unhappy with your top stitching, maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the tool you're trying to use to accomplish it.
Yeah, maybe you're not able to get close enough. So add that narrow zipper foot to your stash. It is totally one of those feet that I couldn't live
Yeah.
without too.
So, and this one is so versatile. You can use it for quilt binding as well. It just keeps you on track because the deep end of the toe fits on the quilt.
And Michelle's talking about the bi-level
Yeah.
foot now.
The bi-level.
Yeah, the bi-level
Either
feet.
one.
Those are fantastic to add. And for me, I went, well, do I really need both? Because I'm the type that just will swing my fabric around the other direction. And when Michelle said to me, have you ever had one of those straps that kind of curved? she had me instantly. I was like, yeah, and
Even
I
your
didn't.
piping. Even piping.
I
If you do
didn't
piping, should
know.
be sewn in the same direction.
Yeah, I didn't know that the foot would make all the difference
Mm-hmm.
and get rid of that. So these will be great to add to your stash too. We'll look at the P foot. Maybe we'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm not even sure.
Which foot?
Is that the vertical alignment? Sometimes it says P and sometimes it says
Oh
B.
yeah, the vertical
So
alignment. Yeah.
I'm not sure. 2 kids.
I know it used with the
And ship
Dream
it with
Machine.
my
It used
other
to work
stuff.
with the. You could have it sew straight by itself on the Dream Machine. You had that little sticker that went on the front.
Oh yeah,
But I'm not sure. I've
we
never
demoed
used
that
it for
before.
anything.
But
Yeah.
all right, I think that's it. We'll see you tomorrow. It'll be Michelle and I going over some of the accessories that we feel like you can't live without. And so have a great day, be creative, and make something awesome. And we'll see you tomorrow.